Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will show you how to integrate LocalStack with Spring Boot application and how to simulate AWS services for your local development. So what is LocalStack? So LocalStack is a fully functional local AWS cloud stack. It mocks all the AWS services using Docker. So you need Docker on your machine first. So that is a prerequisite. So by using LocalStack, you can actually test all the AWS service without actually needing the AWS environment. So on your dev environment or on your local machine, you can simulate all the services of AWS for the development. So that's how it can help you. So how can we install LocalStack? So there are multiple ways. Uh, you can directly pull image from a Docker Hub, or you can create Docker Compose file, or you can directly install LocalStack CLI. So let's check the official documentation. So this is the official documentation. So to install the local stack CLI for Mac OS, this is the command. For Linux, they have given command and how to install it. For Windows also, they have provided us the command or file. You can do that. So I will be installing CLI here on my system. There are other alternative as well to use local stack. Like you can use local stack desktop, which again require Docker. Then the other ways is like directly pulling image from the Docker Hub. You can directly pull and run image from of the local stack from Docker Hub. Okay, so I'll be installing it on my machine. So this is the command. Okay, so on my system, local stack is already installed. I can show you. Uh, the version is 4.3.0 on my local machine, right? So let's start the local stack. So now you can see my local stack is running. We can check it on Docker as well. So this is the Docker desktop application for Mac. Here I can see the image as well as the container. So my local stack CLI is running. That's why this container is in running state. I can check logs from here as well if I want. Like now. So now let's do integration with Spring Boot. For that, uh, first you need to set up a Spring Boot project. You can download it or from the spring initializer.com, or you can create a project in your ID, whichever you are using, like Eclipse or IntelliJ. And then you need AWS S3 SDK, because I will be like showing you S3, like we will connect with the S3 service of AWS here, and I will show you how to upload, create bucket, upload file and get file from the local stack, because we are using local stack for the simulation of AWS services. So I already have project installed on my machine. So this is a dummy project. So let's first add S3 dependency, Maven dependency. So this is the dependency for S3. Let's just add it and import it. So, okay, so it has added all the dependent libraries. Now let's just create API for to create bucket and upload file and download file. So we have one test controller. First, we need to create S3 client. For that, we need to connect with local stack, right? To connect with local stack, there are multiple ways, right? Even in AWS, you can connect by multiple ways. You can directly connect through your secret key and access key, or you can have your service account created. Then you can have IAM role assigned to that service account. Then you can connect. So I am using my secret key and access key to connect with local stack. You can generate the same. For that, you need to install AWS CLI on your server. Uh, like for Brew, we have this command for Mac. AWS CLI. This is the command for AWS CLI. I already have AWS CLI installed on my machine. It is trying to update, I think. Let's wait. Right. Okay. Let's check AWS CLI version. This is my AWS CLI version. Now to configure this access key, which we need to connect with local stack, you need to configure it. You need to execute this command AWS configure, and it will ask for access key and uh, secret key. You can create, you can provide, like you can have any value. So I'm using test only, and default region is South AP South one. So I will be using this only, and JSON output format is JSON. So now we have AWS CLI with these credential configured, and we will be using these credential to connect with local stack. To connect with local stack, we have one more wrapper as well, which is on local stack website. They have already given it. So there are two ways to connect with local stack. We can connect using AWS CLI, or we can connect with using the AWS wrapper as well, which is AWS local stack wrapper. So there are two ways, like first is the AWS CLI, and there is one more way, which is AWS CLI local. So you can configure whichever suited you best. So I'm using AWS CLI only. So here we have like configured the credential, and here we have defined the S3 client and the credential I'm using to connect with S3 client, and the region, which is AP South 1, then the endpoint uh, of the local stack to which I want to connect. So this is the so this S3 client will be required to connect with the local stack S3 service to add and upload and delete bucket and object inside a bucket, right? So here is the function. So what this function will do, this function will create a bucket in S3. Let's try to run it. So we have created a create bucket request, and we are calling s3 client.create bucket function. So this is our API. Let's try to hit it. Okay. So it is giving not found. Okay. This is our API create bucket. Let's try now. So you can see the bucket is created successfully on the local stack. we can get the acknowledgement, or we can directly upload our object to this S3 bucket. Let's create a function to upload the object or upload file to this S3 bucket. Let's take bucket name, and let's take the multi-part file which we will upload to the S3 bucket here. Now let's check what is required to put object. So this is here we need to pass a put object and the request body or the path of the file, right? So let's create an object of put request. So in put request, it is asking for key. Key will be our file name only, and then it is asking for a bucket name where we want to upload this file or object. So I am providing the bucket name. Now we need to convert this file to request body to upload it to S3 bucket, right? So either we can provide path or we can provide the request body. So let's just create an object for request body here. From file, let's create a file output stream. New file. Let's take the file reference once. Okay, this is the name of file. Let's write the content to the file. So we have created a file and we will upload this file to S3 bucket, and let's check the output. What will the response we will get? We will get the put object response object, put object response from S3, and we will return this object using builder only. Let's just try this, and let's also write the read logic. Now we will download, or we will stream over the file which we have uploaded to S3 earlier. Okay, and we will print the content of that file. Here the bucket name and the file name. Okay, so to get the object, we need to get object from the S3 bucket, right? For that we need to create object of get object request. Get object request, get object request builder. Here let's just pass the bucket name, and let's pass the file name which we need to read. So this will return us the, let's just format it once. The response object will be of type get object response. Get object response. From get response object response, we can get Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try to get stream of it. It should return only the stream output. Let's just check. Get object. Okay, it can return stream as well. So we will take response stream. Right, and we will just print the output here using buffer reader. New input stream, we will be using input stream here, and we are passing this stream object here. Let's define a variable for line, and we will print all the line of file, all the line contained in a file. If line is not null, then we will print it. Let's just print the content of file. So this is the content, right? And from here we will just return success, or we can also return this. It is not required. Let's just return this success string. So we have created two API. One is to upload the file, and then second one is to read the content of file. Okay, let's just rename the function correctly. Load file, read file. Okay, let's just try these API now. So this is of type post. Let's make it post, and this will be get only. Let's restart our application. Till then, let's create a duplicate of this request, and one more. Here we will read file, right, the bucket name and the file name. Here let's make it post, upload file, the key name, which is bucket name, and then the file. Let's just take it in request body form data. Let's create a variable file. Let's make it of type file. Let's just upload a file. So this is one file. Let's rename it to CSV only. So this is one file which we have, and this is the content of the file. S3 file upload. So I will be uploading this file. Let's create a fresh bucket for this. Okay, demo bucket file upload. Let's check why it is failing. Bucket name, okay, so it is failing because the bucket name should be in lowercase only. Let's just rename it to lowercase. Okay, so the file bucket is created successfully, so I will be using this bucket only. So here I am passing bucket name, and I have added a file here. Let's just add it again. So this will be the this is the file which we will be uploading. Let's just hit it. Okay, so we have got the response. That means The file is successfully uploaded. We have got the 200 response from the bucket from the S3. Let's try to read it, and let's also check logs once. So these are the logs from the local stack. You can see earlier we created a bucket. We got 200 status success status from local stack. Then we have uploaded a file. We got success for the put object because we have added a object in the bucket, right? Let's try to read it. So this is our bucket name and this is our file name. Let's pass the file name. So we have received an internal exception here. Let's check why. The specific key does not exist. Okay, let's check one more time. Let's check the file name. Either it should be local stack only, I think. Okay, we are unable to read it, I think. It is giving error. So we have passed the correct bucket name and the file name. Let's validate it one more. So this is our request and this is the file name. Okay, let's just debug it. The specific key does not exist. Okay, let's try a different name then. We use get name only. Okay, that can be the cause. Maybe the key is different there. Yeah, let's check for this one. Then let's check for local stack .json. No, it is not reading. Let's check again what name we are passing actually at the time of load only. Let's try. Okay, so the name which we are passing, let's check in the put object. The key is file only. Okay, why we are passing it as file only? Oh, it should be file name. That's why we are getting this error. It should be name. Get original file name. So at the time of upload, we have provided the wrong name. That's why it was not able to read. Let's try both the cases now, and let's do this. Let's read the old file with the name file, and we will upload new file again, and we will read it. Let's read the old file first. The name of the old file was file only, I guess, right? It was file only. It was success. Okay, let's check the it was able to read the content. So we have refactored the upload as well. Now let's try with the local stack JSON only. It is success. We can check log as well. The put object is success. Now let's try with the correct name. Right, this is our key name or the file name. Success. We have received success. You can check log as well. The S3 cat object was success here, and also in logs as well we are printing the content of file. So in this tutorial what you have seen is like we have installed LocalStack on our server, and we have simulated the S3 service provided by AWS, and we did integration with the LocalStack using Spring Boot application, and we have created a bucket in S3. Then we have uploaded a file, or you can say a object uh, on the bucket, and then we have downloaded that object, and we have printed the content of that object, right? So if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you.